Welcome back, Chuggalos, to day 3 of the Brew Crew podcast, Christmas Advent Calendar 2023 edition. Today we have a beer that I already cracked because I just kind of got into autopilot, so forgive me. We have Third Eye Brewing Company, Third EyePA. Nice little play on the name of the brewery there. It is a West Coast IPA, 6.3%, 95 ABUs. That's kind of up there in the IBU action. Reading the can a little bit. Old and new school hops, Simcoe, Centennial, Cascade, and Columbus combined to give a prominent bouquet of aroma and flavor. This was a so this will be bitter. This will be piney, hopefully. Smells good. I know West Coast IPAs are kind of divisive for the Chuggalos, the OG podcast doers and Chuggalos alike. So since I already cracked this bad boy, I'm just gonna give it a swig. Okay. Pretty damn good. I mean, I'm a dude in his late 20s, I guess you'd say. From the suburbs, I fuck with IPAs. You know what I mean? It's piney. It's easy to drink at 6%. Haven't had many crazy strong beers yet, actually. I'm not mad about it. I mean, 6% are usually kind of, they're easy to drink. You can have, a handful of these without getting absolutely turned up, you know what I'm saying? And this is up there in the upper echelon of IPAs, you know what I mean? I personally can't say I've had many or enough West Coast IPAs to really discern the difference. Maybe that's just my own my own lack of knowledge, I guess you'd say. But Third Eye Brewing Company out of Cincinnati. I think they're out of Sharonville, actually, or at least I've seen them in Sharonville, exclusively just from driving to Micro Center. So Outshot Micro Center, basically a Best Buy on steroids for the uninitiated. But I've got their website pulled up here, kind of blind reacting, as the kids say. Well, okay, yeah, here we go. They've got a location in Sharonville and also a location in Hamilton. Hot damn. Okay. So, two different breweries, or it looks like they have kitchens in both, or I guess restaurants total, if you want to call it that. And if I'm understanding this correctly, they've got different menus for both, actually, so that's super cool. I'm just going to stick to the Sharonville one just because that's the one I'm hip to. When it comes to my, I was formerly a greasy line cook, so greasy, that's kind of a weird word. I don't know, I just feel a type of way about pretentious brewery food, so but looking at their menu, it's pretty standard fare, pretzels, nachos, chips, guac. They've got a couple salads, like that's alright. They've got a Krabby Patty Sammy, which is actually a crab cake sandwich instead of just a cheeseburger like I would have assumed it would be. Or at least I always was led to believe the Krabby Patty was a cheeseburger based on SpongeBob. But I haven't watched SpongeBob in seriousness in like probably 15 years, maybe. I don't know, 12 or 15 years. Looks like they do a Taco Tuesday, which is super cool. I always fuck with tacos. But yeah, they've got plenty of pretty cool stuff. Super reasonable reasonable prices too. I mean, Sharonville is probably a good 45 minutes away from where I'm located. So just barely touching like Cincinnati, damn near where IKEA is, if anybody's hip to where that is. But it's pretty fucking good. I mean, Third Eye PA, nice little play on words there. I'm gonna pour it into a glass and not show it on camera like a dickhead. That's looking really good. Maybe the lighting's just poor, but it is certainly not that dark, at least to me. But this is my bitchin' hoof-hearted tiki glass. I actually got a 4-pack of these. Hell, I think that this was before. It was before the 2021 Advent calendar, before the first Advent calendar. I visited them, got a 4-pack of these, along with just a smattering of swag from them. They definitely have transcended the level of like brewery merch, and it's just like almost, I don't want to say streetwear, but clothing that I can wear that's not just like brewery name, you know, shit like that. I don't know. But in summation, I'm gonna give this one Third Eye PA let's check. I'm really enjoying this actually. It's gonna be something I'll keep an eye out for. It's definitely put Third Eye more on my radar, and I almost would say this is a this could be Cincinnati's, or maybe not Cincinnati's because I guess Rheingeist exists, but this could be a Truth equivalent. That kind of 6% standard joint. I wonder if this comes in like a 12-pack or more than likely a 6-pack. But this could be a standard. This would be another excellent, just crushable, excuse me, excellent crushable beer. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it. I keep kind of pausing and having dead air, so I apologize for that. I'm gonna give this one a 3.75. This one it's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to. I don't want to say that it's bad, not by any stretch, but 3.75 I think is a good middle of the road almost. I mean, anything above like a 4.0 I think is like exceptional beer, like beer that I like need to go get more of. So, which probably doesn't make sense on what I just said about it being a standard, but it makes sense to me. I've already spoken it into existence, and it's too late for me to redo this video, so I'm sticking with 3.75, damn it. But on to other things as I'm checking this beer in on Untapped. Doing it on my computer, I don't get the amount of things I can do. I don't get the amount of stuff you can input compared to doing it on my phone via the app. So I haven't had the chance to like tag anybody or like Brew Barrel House or anybody else. So that's a little frustrating. But it is what it is, It's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. But let's get started here on reviewing I've got Chuggalo Stev's dad and Chuggalo Uncle Mark reporting in as well today. Um, I promise I'm working with Chuggalo Stev's dad, or my dad, I guess. Working through some technical difficulties, trying to figure out a way that he and I can either he can make videos and send them to me so I can upload them, or how we can make that happen. But we've still got 20 odd days we can fuck that up as we go. But starting off with Chuggalo Stev's dad says, generally not a fan of West Coast IPAs. I did not even know that. But that adds to the list of split down the line who loves them or hates them. Too much piney resin hoppy, but this is a nice palatable piney. 3.25 is what it says. Okay, 3.25 is a pretty damn good score, I think, from Chuggalo Stev's dad. Truth be told, I would love to shout him out on Untapped here. Let me find him right quickly. Boom, boom, boom. I'm scrolling and I'm trying my best to kill the static here. Come on. Alright, we're scrolling back up here. Let's see if I can find it somewhere else. Friends. Oh, it's at the top. Fucking wouldn't you know. Alright. Shout out to Chuggalo Stev's dad. You can catch him on Untapped. Doesn't seem like he uses it that often. Brew Buffet, 1969. Like Boba Fett, but Brew Buffet. So shout out Chuggalo Stev's dad. 3.25 for the Third Eye IPA, West Coast IPA. And up next, I've got Chuggalo Uncle Mark. His one, he is a writer by trade. He is, so I've got 2 full paragraphs here, and I want to do my best to rattle them off for you. It says, at first glance, I assumed the PA referred to Philadelphia, and that's where this beer was likely born. The Googles, however, informed me that Third Eye is in fact located in Cincinnati, a place that I have, as it happens, visited in the past. After learning this, I reread the label and carefully connected the dots. Third Eye, PA. Again, I'll let you guys figure that one out as well. Okay, I see what they did there. Happy to have another IPA to check out. I cracked open the can and poured its contents into my favorite Rolling Stone drinking glass. I then proceeded to step 2, in which I drank the beer. It's nice enough, reasonably hoppy, which, as I've established in the past, is a big-ass plus for me personally. However, there's a subtle kind of thickness to it that I don't think I've encountered with a beer before, definitely not with an IPA. That bit isn't terrible, but isn't great either. So, ... 4.0 out of 5. I'm really happy that Chuggalo Uncle Mark is enjoying the beers that we've had so far. I hope that he keeps that steam for some of the beers that we have later on that I know certainly aren't his type of beer. But I'm glad he's enjoying the ones we've had so far. And like I said, I'm enjoying this one too. It goes down easy. Just like that. And then on to my next one from Chuggalo JD, the homie, the work homie. I've got Sol, which is a cerveza, a Mexican cerveza. It is just a lager from what I can deduce here. Just a Mexican lager, Mexican beer. And before I make a complete fool of myself, I'm just going to crack this open with the bottle cap. Because, lo and behold, it was not a twist top. I got scorned on the first day. And, it is what it is. Now, I will say, see how there's this much damn space on the neck of the beer? Barrel House has had the last 2 bottle pours, the shorties, which this is the first canned beer we've had on the advent calendar. The last two have been shorties. The beers from Barrel House have been filled to the very damn top. So I just think that's a interesting little thing to notice, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Sol, Mexican imported lager, brewed in 1899. Founded in 1899. Excuse me. Like 230-year-old beer. Could you imagine? That's obviously not 230 years old, but you understand what I'm saying. Math is difficult for me. But this is just all right. Lagers aren't exactly my type of thing, and especially if I'm going with a Mexican lager, I'm going with Corona or Modelo or Dos Equis. Like, quite literally, I would choose any other Mexican beer before I chose this beer. That's not to say it's terrible or a drain pour at all. It's just the ability to find the other beers around here compared to this one. This one doesn't do anything special for me. That would mean, like, I have to go to Jungle Jim's to buy this beer. I need to go somewhere that exclusively sells this. So, I don't know. Trying to not let it impact me too much on the score, but it's not doing anything for me. It's not really too terribly special, in my humble opinion. I'll get another swig here, and I'll give you lovely people a score. Alrighty, so Sol, Mexican lager from Mexico, believe it or not. I'm just gonna give it a 2.5. Not the worst beer I've ever had. Not great either. Just not particularly something I would ever have a reason to buy or drink. And again, promise I'm doing my job, but checking in the beer. And I don't know, just not a huge fan of this one. It'll still get drank, don't get me wrong. But we're having a good time. We're certainly getting accustomed to the new schedule of including this little break in that evening or end of the day. And I'm gonna try to do a little whistle there. It didn't work. That's a shame. And before I spill my fucking beer on myself for the third day in a row, I'm gonna end up wrapping this one up. I'm really enjoying the beers we've had so far. None of them have been, rock stars by any stretch, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for from the camaraderie of the Brew Crew podcast. So as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. All of those YouTube things. Really channeling my inner internet celebrity nonsensical shit. Smash that like button or do the sharing thing. I don't know, people.